So just tell me if it's like weird somehow, but okay. Yeah, I guess my webcam takes a bit, but hopefully not too much. But yeah, this is the winners finals. Winners finals where, if you know the format, it's best of 7 for both of these, and the first match is always map list, and then after that is counter pick. But you can't pick the mode. The mode is given for you. Then you have to pick one from the like the map pool that has the mode. But yeah, Mago Splat Zones. I wouldn't say this is like crazy strong map for us, percent anything, but yeah. I got a nice double there. I don't know how good game this was for me. I'd say not that great, but basically you're gonna see like this team where I wasn't sure if to play Tenda or Machine, but based on scrims I felt like Tenda was stronger. It can work really nicely here, but it doesn't really get the condition for it to do better. Lasted effort useful. I'm not a big fan personally, but I can try. Like the main thing you can do with Tenda is, well, here I'm gonna like separate, so I think I'm gonna get taken out, but the main thing with Tenda is that you can control the stacks pretty well, so this is the right stack where I do this now from their perspective, so you can control those pretty nicely. That's the main thing you can do with Tenda, but I wasn't really able to do much with my team, so that was kind of like where we failed, or why I failed personally. Like you could see just now that I was doing the push with the hammer, but I was very alone there. Like here it's a bit better because I'm at least playing with Noctis here. I think I get actually a pick, and Noctis gets a pick here. I think I trade, yeah. So this is probably like the best period we had in the game. Yeah, Noctis getting a lot of screen time. He wasn't playing Altri when we started scrimming for this tournament. He picked it up kind of like midway. I thought this Altri was like pretty good. No complaints there necessarily. But yeah, generally speaking, what we're gonna see is that I don't think I did like great with Tenta. I think on average my Tenta was good, but definitely not great or anything like that. Even in this game, I don't think I did like any big choke. Like this is probably like my best play with Tenta here. Like I get one kill and double on the guy on top of the stack there, so I was happy about that at least. But I made a lot of mistakes. I was like nervous, like I'm always a bit nervous playing these events. So especially the first game, I'm a bit nervous and I'm doing more mistakes than usual. I think you can see it here. I don't know how much it's showing on the screen, but this was also like misplay. Like use hammer here, for example. That doesn't really make sense, but like the thing with if they baller and I use hammer, then it doesn't really do anything. But yeah, it's not like amazing hammer map in my opinion. Brian popping off. Like this is still very back and forth game. Like for my memory, this was a lot worse game from us, but it was pretty even in the end, I guess. I watched this game back with Brian, and he said something like, "Well, he was left picking, so takes those." And look at my shield. I kind of learned a bit not to shield in front of Brian at least. But even then, like, it's kind of tricky. Like, if he's playing heavy, the shield is better, I think. Because when he's playing Saucer, it's kind of hard for him to aim through the shield. When he's playing heavy, it's right away much easier for him to kind of like aim through the shield, if that makes sense. But yeah, it's so decent sometimes. But yeah, we just didn't get any real retakes for a long time. I'm also kind of like doing weird stuff. Actually, I think we get the OT here, but this is also another like misplay from me coming up with with the hammer here. So because they're gonna use the bombers from top left, and I have like I'm decided to use hammer here, which is probably not like what I want to do is basically. What I want to do is like hammer the suctions. That would have won us the game, but what you see there is that I actually I actually go over one of the hammers. I mean one of the suctions. Like so this would have been good if I started the hammer from not from the plat, because then I wouldn't drop down. I would like cleanly get all the like the bombs basically. But the problem is that when I drop with the hammer, this was kind of like bad choice. That like like I knew I had screwed up when I right away when I dropped there, but that's like if I did a bit better there, we would have probably won the game. But fortunate, yes. Where you can find the VoDs. Let me check. I don't know if they're gonna put them up on the Twitter or not. But this is their Twitch channel, so definitely give them a follow and so on. Yeah, Hammer destroys the bombs, but what happened is that I actually went over the hammers. I went over the hammers and that was not optimal, because then I died at one of the bombs. No, I went over the bombs and then one of the bombs killed me, so that was like the problem we were facing. But yeah, our counter pick for TC, Pit. Why did you and Brian play together but not Dude? Well, originally I was not supposed to attend, and then later I could attend, and then we were talking with Brian like maybe we should like play. So I was like, yo, I can play, like let's play this. And then we asked Dude, but then Dude was already had made plans with Echo and stuff. He wanted to ditch him or something. So then we made the pickup, like Lean play with Brian for Cream Fresh, and Noctis played with Brian from what was the team called? I forgot the team, but he was kind of like in it with Noctis as well. So it's kind of like we kind of knew each other. Like Lean is also a good friend of mine. That's why the pickup, like, yeah, I would have preferred to play with Dude, of course, and my teammate, but it's unfortunate this time. But yeah, this time we play Machine, so this is like kind of my weapon pool right now. That was a nice start. Like, kind of like my weapon pool right now, having the Kamatenda for more flat maps, and then having the Machine for more bumpy maps, such as this one. So perfect start from us. We get the push going right away. This is a very tricky checkpoint to push. One of the trickiest first checkpoints in my opinion. But we get it too, like from the wipe as expected, but we also go down quite a bit. I think I'm getting like, yeah, I got a double here with Machine. Like I got like, I was like very good double to get because they stopped their counter push, basically. But yeah, our defense was sometimes a bit flaky here when I think I trade on tower here, but yeah, our defense was a bit flaky here because of the this general weakness we had, like not playing enough together. Why is Lean playing Ansap? It was my suggestion. He was playing Junior originally, but I believe Ansap is a bit better with the suction for tower control, and you can also have more kill potential, and you still get the armor, which I still think is fine for TC. Like, it was pretty, like... Oh, nice double by Noctis here, actually. Noctis had pretty sharp guns pro. I think that was his best weapon for the tournament. Granted, I was playing Machine for some of the best Machine maps because I couldn't play Tenta, but... So yeah, like... Ansap is, like, in my opinion, like, good, like, if you... Oh my god, dang. I'm not sure what happened there. It looked like he wanted to suction it and he didn't for some reason. It was kind of like just standing there. It looked really weird to me. Oh, I think I run out of ink here. But this also showcased a nice thing with the Machine is that I'm outranging the L3 there. So he can't shoot me even if I can shoot him. But then I run out of ink and then his teammates come and then I die. But it's a nice thing with Machine. Like L3 isn't unbeatable for not by a long shot. Like you can, like Machine is a nice matchup for against L3 in my. And yeah, the hot Kensa mashing gameplay. That oh man, damn, I was pretty happy with my mashing gameplay. I'm not gonna lie, but general thing I don't see about mashing is that people don't spam the VC enough. Like really, you are supposed to spam this sub like crazy. Like people don't understand. It's like the torpedo of Kensa machine. Well, not really. Like the main weapon is good too, but you know what I mean. That's like I think decent play generally. Like you use the booyah, you holding it, and it kind of forces the enemy to stay back because they don't know when you throw the booyah bomb, so you get like more time to get the checkpoint and get the tower out from the hardest spots. But yeah, also seeing the power of machine here, like I get some picks here on the guys just on the ledge. Like they didn't drop yet, but machine can reach them and we get shoot down. We get, I believe, our close to KO at least. Which good build from machine. If you go to Sendou.inc and find my pulls. Pulling the pull I'm using here. But yeah, I'd say I was still surprised how good this went. Like good KO. If we have to defend too much, I'm not happy because that was really a weak part. But it was pretty nice play by us, generally speaking. Good play. So yeah, as we know, like the counter picking goes that they can counter pick any Rainmaker map from the map pool now. Exit one day one previously. That's of course none so far. So Sturgeon. Sturgeon, this was another pretty plaguey game. The double baller against a pro. Oh yeah, I'm playing Kamo here. That's right. I actually don't remember if he lost this. I fear that he lost this. But yeah, basically the theme of this was that going in I was like, certain Rainmaker is fine for Kamo, and I still think so. But against this team it just wasn't working quite as well as I thought. I got some stuff done every now and then, don't get me wrong, but definitely when I switch to machine, like we play this map again, I mean I play machine and it goes much faster, much better for us as you can see. But this is like the beauty of it. Like you have different map, like weapons. Necessarily, like if I can play machine and Tenta, it doesn't mean that I always play Tenta for Sturgeon or always play machine. It kinda can depend on who we play against. Yeah, only one clan, but I was happy though because it's not so good for us. I tried to go for the sponge. I think it was Brian going with the rain. I don't like the sponge personally because you can trust sponge. You can never trust the sponge. The sponge can be there or can not be there. If you go middle, you know there's a block there, no matter what happens. So that's why I prefer going mid myself, but it's situational. Why Ray over Remix? That is a good question. I think Brian has been experimenting with both, but the Ray is quite good for stopping the pushes. I don't think it's an amazing heavy map or anything. Like it's a pretty good charger map, and if you're playing charger, you're playing this one most of the time for like you're definitely not playing heavy here. I don't think. I think this is some frame drops on my end, but yeah, definitely the weakness of Tenda is the defense, of course, for Rainmaker. Quite sluggish weapon. Gotta take a bunch of hard 1v1s with Tenda to do well. But then again, it's also puts pressure as we see here. It kind of forces the Rogue to go back here, but it's tricky. It's definitely tricky. And of course with Hammer you can also do some stuff, like get fast kills and... Okay. They were so weak in the middle. I hit both of them like with to like 80 to 90 damage there, but they have very close games as you can see.
Another pick on Sendou. Can he get Noctis? The answer is yes, he can. Frog getting
Damn, Frog popping off.
That is big. That is huge. All the squads are gone. Echo picking the Rainmaker. Brian doing the Stingray. Can he get the Rainmaker in time? Yes, he totally
But yeah, you can see the Ray here. He got he got like 1 kill and then a bunch of damage on other guys. But we were kind of not coordinated for the defense here. I kind of see it. But I don't know. I feel like I learned a lot playing the winners finals, and then I could apply the knowledge for the current finals and do better. That was at least cool to see, but this is definitely, you can see we were struggling a bit, like not really to coordinate and trying to do the same thing. I think I traded with the hammer there. But you can see the secondary effect of the hammer very well here actually from Frog's perspective. Because I wasn't in danger to kill Frog, but he still had to go back. Like he had to go back, and that's secret power of hammer, is that it's really putting pressure on people when they know. Okay, well, I think I get at least one pick here. It's kind of like, you can see the weapon is very tricky. Like, in a way it can be super nice, or it can be super hard to play. Fuck, that still hurts me. That could have been so good if I just got the pick there. I don't know, like I mispredicted him what he was gonna do for some reason. It definitely a misplay. Yeah, I mean by default I don't really recommend people over playing Stingray. Actually, we still had a chance here. Like oh yeah, oh true. The thing with LAN is that you never hear the bombs. Like there's just too much noise, so you just can never hear the bombs or anything going off. So that was my doom there as well. But yeah, you can see like nothing crazy. Noctis and Brian had a good game, I guess. So our clan blitz counter pick. This was a huge man. This was not great in my opinion. Yeah, I'll bring my own headphones. I don't like the sponge. I think the right push is the strongest for Rainmaker. This is... I was wondering why I didn't wait for my shield there. That was like crazy choke, like I don't know why I hammered there. It was very predictable I was gonna die there.
Echo's aiming for the other. Now you can see the Booyah bomb. What he's gonna do is aiming for Noctis. Will he get Noctis? Noctis now. Nice.
I still believe this was our best clan blitz map, but still, like, this was the counter pick as well. This is both of our counter picks, so even if we win here, they still counter pick it against us because the performance was just so bad from a second. The huge problem we had, I was a bit like... I was a bit... What's a good word for this? I was a bit... I don't know a good word for this, but basically I was very... very determined that we need to have better callouts than we had for this game. Especially with defense, I just had no idea what the fuck was going on. It's not great on a map like this that's so divided where they can push. Oh, we get a nice push here, at least. It's kind of like chaotic, like I don't know half the time what's going on. From third part as well. So it's a pickup versus pickup, so definitely a big thing is always that it's gonna be more discoordinated. Gonna come more down to like individual plays than some insane team plays.
Sendou still gets 9. That's
But yeah,
why you
another
get
like good part about Tenda is that I think I get 3 clamps in there. It's only because I'm playing Tenda. And it's still like 9 points. It's definitely not nothing.
Awesome. Use brush people. Be brave.
It's
And run for your life.
And run
doesn't
for
show up in the
it.
KDs, but definitely a big part of it.
Oh.
Will they get another push? What's the mess?
Yeah, the brush was super annoying. I told him after that, you know, the brush was actually extremely annoying to deal with.
Already picked out.
3v3 on both.
Especially
And Team Squid up already.
with armor, which they luckily didn't have for this game.
Squid up. Oh,
But yeah, it's kind of hard to aim, but it's like
Wadsm.
it's kind of like taking advantage of the only weakness of Tenta in my opinion, which is that it's slow.
That's
And
a push, that's
brush is like the fastest weapon, so that's why it's hard for them to deal with.
Lean
So
shot.
this is interesting.
Oh, how did...
I
And the jump. And the... Oh,
don't. Oh yeah. This is my usual defense coming from the right here.
really? No. Do this alone. Will you get one more in? Will you get one
It's pretty nice because then they can only deal with the guys on the left side, in this case dude. So this was still a good defense by us, I think.
But such a nice 1v1 win.
absolutely.
You can't really like not hear the audience unless you're in like a soundproof dome, but that's not really a viable thing for most Splatoon lands.
Oh, I need smoke.
Honestly, as much as I hate brush, I'm happy to see that it's good. I think it's healthy for the game.
And it's...
And Hack already get a good push.
Sendou's going in. Sendou's going in.
And
Do this last. Do this last. Do this last against Sendou. What's he gonna do?
But yeah, you can see the same thing here. I lose the 1v1 though.
That's a nice 1v1. And he wins it.
But I get the points. So that's always what I'm going first for. Points and then get kills, then put down mines. That's always like my order for pushing in clamblets.
All the clams of the map already. We will see. Or if they just want it all.
These games are so intense and
That's
even
just
it's awesome.
And it's so awesome. I love to see it.
It's also very predictable
It's best of 7, so it's
situation.
so much more
When they booyah and you shield into it. Very often they booyah the shield, which basically wastes the booyah as long as you don't play it down.
Iron Wall is standing.
And here you can see the hot Tenta gameplay, so spamming the shield.
And you completely cutting off this bridge.
But that's how you play it, like.
Dude is going in.
We went back to try to get a charm, but I think in the end we had pretty good defense. I was just like, here I was very anxious because I felt like we were really lacking in the callouts department, like where they were gonna push from.
There was one.
Frog!
Echo in. Will they get someone? Will they not
This
get
is like
someone?
really
Is someone
really
coming?
close.
2 down. Is someone
It's really stressful, you don't know where they are.
That's the game. That's the game.
That's game.
So yeah, literally like 2 clamps off from losing, but
That's somehow
hey, we win! God, honestly, we were surprisingly bad at clamplets.
I can't describe this. This is so much hype.
So even. It's amazing to watch these.
2-2. And it's
But I'd say
counter-
still like we talk about it doesn't show in KDs, but I still think like
counter pick
it was
so
like decent Tenta game by me.
how do you
Decently
counter?
impactful.
Like, what do you think of
And that's all about the impact, like it's not really about
Like the other
the
game.
KD.
whatever?
I said my whole life, Gobi.
You
Like-
want to say League of Legends?
You gotta
Legions of Legends. Get that, good people.
control areas, you gotta do objective stuff and so on. If you do that, then you probably had a good game.
Okay, let's go. Sleep.
The Kobe splat zones,
Lean's gone.
they're a counter pick.
Where's Lean?
Lean's behind us. Oh, hey, Lean, do you want to say hi?
Damn.
Oh, okay. Sad.
No Western, by the way.
2 seconds left. I gotta drink from
Hey, Gumboy.
That's a good idea.
Really good land, by the way.
no product placement.
Highly recommend that people attend the next one.
Won't support anyone here.
You're a programmer?
Well, if they would pay
Yeah.
for them. So, if one company,
Studying computer science and also
okay, let's go.
doing a bunch of personal
Stay
projects.
hydrated. Exactly.
You can check my
Stay
GitHub, it's the same as my Twitter. If you're interested in that sort of thing. Thanks, Omitopa.
It's already
Make
great.
it even bigger. Bigger and better.
Kuna doesn't
The headphones is Sennheiser HD598.
got me, guys.
Okay.
Okay, let's
Game's
go.
starting now. Splat zones. Gobi.
Gobi.
So this is their counter pick.
Just say,
This is the counter pick that we win.
the junior.
This was a good map for us in the tournament.
The gal from dude. Let's see.
Yeah, he played the
And the Sendou machine.
tournament.
coming back.
He prepared it.
Yeah.
Ah.
You can see Fork on the L3.
And Noctis as well.
Lean just
Yeah, that's the part that didn't screams a lot. That just get the armor at the start, then it's predictable that we get it. For junior, if you don't know, like getting armor to start can be a good strat, but it's definitely not the only strat. But especially when we're playing with a pickup, I prefer that I know what's gonna happen than it's random every time.
Okay, let's see.
Ryan and Echo.
Bro, I know, like I played the Fizzy a lot, but like
Echo's watching.
I was really happy with the stuff I did with the main weapon as well.
Backups though. They
You have to recoordinate.
Gobi is a tricky map. It's really easy to
Okay.
cap the zone, but it's not as easy to get kills in middle.
Armor against armor. Bomb rush against bomb rush. How is it gonna take? Oh, close, close.
Baller by Noctis.
In zone. What's he gonna do? Will he go up to Echo? He's pressuring Echo.
Yeah. Oh,
And missed
but
it, missed the jump.
failed. Missed.
1v1. Charge and get that three.
Echo plays very aggro most of the time, but he also jumps back a lot.
Splash down by Wadsm. They are in under pressure. What's they gonna
with
do?
a case sloshing again here.
Frog
And the
goes in.
baller from.
But,
Oh.
oh, nice, nice.
Uh,
Nice timing from Frog.
Yeah.
Basically, what I predicted is that he's gonna rush the zone with the baller, paint the zone, try to paint the zone, which is most of the time what people, especially Western people, are really obsessed about painting the zone fast. So what I want to do is splash down there, then pop the baller. That was what I tried to do, but I don't know. He had nice prediction that I was gonna splash down there, I guess. Hey, Kaffa.
They have 3 splashes now. What they gonna do?
This is Team Machine spot. You just camp this right side here. Oh my god. Damn, nice Noctis. I saw this first jumping in, I saw the kill. That's nice.
3 down. They
Last one dudes with again.
The dude with the 96, that was interesting. He had a really insane game with it. You're gonna see soon. But it's also like incredibly bad matchup with everything against everything I play.
Taken out.
So I'm a bit biased at thinking that.
Nice play
Yeah.
by Noctis. Nice.
Special West.
Really get a sniper. No. but-
Really nice play by Noctis. Like Kobe is not the easiest map to push up with, but he showed one way you can do it.
The snipers in zone.
Yeah.
They waiting for the
I'm like I'm the kind of Splatoon's player that prefers to stay back more. I do push up a bit here as well. I do push up the right side once at least. But you can see Wadsm is playing the same exact position as I am.
Bomb rush, but I guess he retreated.
No, he's still there. He's still there. He's still there.
Oh yeah, Brian is still holding. Oh my
Nice pick.
damn.
Nice.
Okay.
He doesn't jump back too easily. But he didn't die also. Brian played really well.
Flying.
And they used armor.
Oh, Lean.
Oh.
Down first. The armor saved him. What's some weak?
2 down
Two
on
down.
the side.
I think I'm gonna die here.
Nice.
I didn't really know Wadsm was there, so we were maybe lagging a bit callouts or just position
Nice.
like awareness.
Okay, this zone is on Squid up again.
And we didn't get the best retakes
Trying to get that lead.
Yeah.
for a long time, but
1 minute 30 left to play.
we managed to play chill. That's the nice part.
Hacks try to get their specials ready and coordinate a good push.
So they have 3 specials, armor going off already, but it's late because Wadsm dies here, so they armor 3 players, which is not gonna be enough. The thing is that getting the pick is so important. Like if they had one guy not getting picked off, would have been very different here. But we get the zone back here. That's chill. But I don't think we get the control yet.
Ryan barely get away
Two,
from this.
two down again on side of Hack.
Hack.
These matches are so easy.
It's so intense, so even. 49 seconds left. What can we expect? Can we expect a lead now? No specials ready. There's just now.
But yeah, Kobe is literally just like
Let us rushing machine has a
wait for specials,
specials now from
don't get picked off, then go back
They're
in.
going in. What do we see? So much, so content. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
No,
Oh, oh this, I didn't remember this close. Oh my god. Alright. Alright, now I remember. Dang.
the play by Team
We could have had better retakes for sure. We did get the zone back, but the kills were a bit lacking in retakes.
Alice, you're right.
I'm alright, this is intense and I'm loving it. Okay, yes then. Now,
And we're going
20
into the
seconds.
overtime.
Someone gets a really clutch pick here.
Hey, they start to push. Ingamo use.
Brian is down.
On Echo, I think Brian.
Oh.
What can we say?
Basically, Clash is the.
Ball,
Oh my god.
and wait, there's it.
Oh my god, that was so close.
Wow.
Whoever got the pick on Echo won the game, but I think it was Brian, but I'm not sure.
Team Hack trying to get the lead in the last minute of the overtime.
I think it's a good machine map. I personally like machine here. I don't like Tenda here at all. But I think Brian MVP for sure.
You're right. You're right, Dennis.
And yeah, we win the counter pick, which is of course mandatory if you lose the first map. Easy. Sturgeon. Hello Ninja.
Let's go.
Too bad I didn't make it to RSL. So this is the game I was the most mad about personally.
Yes, the cash shop.
This was like disgusting.
No way. Interesting.
Oh!
That's pretty interesting.
But let's watch it. Dude armors. Thin armors.
Lean with the fast armor again. That's
Boom.
nice strategy.
Machine straight.
2 down and Team Squid up.
Pro goes down. We have a chance to push.
Lean in mid. Really going
Echo's watching though. Actually, we don't have a chance to push because
pressured by Dude. Yeah. Ryan is watching nice on the snipe.
oh, it just goes down.
Oh, what's next tower? Oh, and Lean got picked out. Ryan
I would have liked to be a bit safer
Echo on the tower. Frog is
plays from Lean there. I don't think he needed to really start getting on tower and try to push them. I think that was unnecessary because now
down.
we're like stacking like crazy with respawns. You can see like we're never 4 up from now on basically.
Will they really get it? Yes, that's the first checkpoint. Oh, nice snipe in the air. Nice pick. 3 down and Squid up. Oh, Dude's still there. Dude's still there.
This is the most disgusting play of the tournament.
Really get him. Really get him. Dude is going.
Like first of all, I should have lost the 1v1. Second of all, we should have lost the 2v1 before. But yeah, good for dude.
Dude's still there. Dude is now pressured. Will get back.
Hey, Redmo.
He's still there. He's still
Definitely play of the tournament here, but dude, I think for sure.
Dude's
Best
still
player,
there.
so.
I can't believe this. And Dude is still there. He makes
But a
it
disgusting man.
possible.
Literally, we lose here. GG. Sturgeon is ass. This map is not good. Like, this map is so fucking hard to defend.
This is game 7. Game 7, guys.
Dude popping off.
Dude with this massive
Us choking like incredible choke.
And there's a wait going on. Thank you, good man. Thank you.
Awesome.
Dude on fire. Dude on fire.
Absolutely.
Insane.
Sendou with 2 kills. We don't need to talk about that. Let's just go for the Rainmaker.
Game 7.
Oh, and we already start.
Oh yeah, we already started. They
Losing the 1v1 against Dude, this was the play I was the most mad about here because I shouldn't have lost it. But I was so, like, I can tell you when
this is everything.
I choke so often those because I'm basically like,
Winner final.
bro, if I die here, I'm gonna give them a fucking incredible quad and then I choke.
Now both teams have it. Maybe no, it's now.
Okay, pro each.
If you wanna see Insane Slayer, watch this game. That's all I want to
Crowd
tell you.
went silent.
I hope they show my perspective a lot.
Pressure. 1-1. Wadsm.
Boom.
Down on Squid. 3 down.
Boom! Get a double there.
Push. Maybe yes, it is.
Incredible. Okay, that was good kill, dude. And then a good call out. Straight with the shield, with the shield. Boom! A shield coming in as practiced. Hammer.
No. Good first push. 2 down on both
Clapping
sides.
them.
It's still going. Sendou is still in.
I got a double. They literally didn't show anything.
Frog is last. Frog, let's go. It's the game.
Bro, did you see anything I did? How does this camera work?
Wow.
Heck goes to the grand final.
Every time I'm in camera, I'm doing something dumb. Well, we can check the KDs at least.
Wow. What a
Why is this?
Game.
What a match. What a
No, what?
match.
Oh, my voice is glitching.
Can you believe this?
I'm sorry, but we have to rewind. We gotta check the
Can you
KDs.
believe this?
Absolute.
It's massively intense.
Some people of you guys in the.
I know, but this is important.
You're looking like it. You're absolutely looking like it.
Wow. Wow. I'm shocked. It's massively intense.
Some people of you guys.
Why is it?
You're
I'm
looking like
shocked.
it. You're absolutely looking like
I
it.
don't care how long this takes.
Last one.
Sendou's in. Frog is last. Frog, let's go. It's the game.
That's game.
Wow! Heck goes to the grand final.
Wow. No!
Wow!
It went so my KD.
Game! What a match!
Okay, trust me, it was fucking amazing.
What a match! Can you believe? Okay, they still have a chance. They still have a chance. What?
Ah, so 0 kills, so didn't saw the KD. What am I even fighting for? Where's the grand finals? I don't even care anymore. I lost all my motivation.
No, dude, picking off Brian before. Of course, the best is gonna be there. Hawk is already ready for the match. They're confident. They, of course, discuss the comp.
On piranha pit.
All right, this is
Pick, but I can definitely see why Sendou would there. The zone can be painted again.
this is another pretty disgusting game from us, but let's talk about this a bit.
SOB to the pushing and having an extra, but Brian right there. It was unplugged. I'm sorry. It was unplugged. Well, trying to
And some
help him.
Well, is it Sarsu? Basically. Oh my god, dude exposed me in the chat. I believe you, Ninja. Basically, the biggest thing about double elimination when you go into the winner's side is that you kind of have to be prepared to lose the first games. And that's not saying like that. I'm not like, my point here isn't to say that we lose Wahoo because we were coming from losers, but it's like general thing, at least for me personally, is that when I'm coming from winners, I'm always thinking like, okay, we're probably gonna have a bit slower start than they are, just because of the, you know, the fact that they have just been playing a set and so on, and we're warming up. It's always a bit different, but still, it was not a good game from us. Like, Wahoo was supposed to be one of our counter picks, and instead we lose this. So that's definitely not optimal. It should have been a really good map for us, but let's see what happens here, because from my perspective it was mostly like not definitely not good, but like decent.
Oh, yeah, now works. It was unplugged. I'm sorry. It was unplugged. Okay, we're back again.
We're back again.
I'm sorry. Commentating is alive in the room right now. Echo coming in, holding the zone, looking at Sendou, Wadsm seeing as well, trying to
And
help
some
him.
bomb rush over there.
Bombers on the shield, but
Oh, he
no,
got killed by
Brian.
Brian.
Brian taking a quick kill.
This is another like predictable play.
Some booyah bomb.
When they have bombers to shield them, very often they bombers to shield, so you can, you know, to come back.
And some hammer dropped on, and a booyah bomb in the zone.
But yeah, for retakes I mostly like to play the right side here with Tender Shield.
Oh, some
Probably the strongest. And you don't really, like, you don't see it like all, but I think sometimes we were definitely defeating Echo.
Oh, and he got Brian in the
That is
sniper 1v1.
huge pick right there.
Insane play.
For Squid Up. I think Hawk is in the
But
middle right now.
it also comes down to like not having the perfect callouts, not really knowing where he is all the time, so we can like give him those free kills.
Yeah.
Noctis is in a little bit of trouble. Noctis is waiting for an opportunity.
I think I got a lot of like good practice against hard teams like that, but honestly, like the hardest for me is still like Ink Press, probably, like, or Tetris. The bombers is something you can kind of like prepare for. And if they spam bomb the whole game, they're not gonna have a good time, because when you put a bit of MPU, you can still like survive a lot of bombs, you know. But this is like, there's just not much to say. Like, we just didn't do anything here.
And it is game.
Quick game for Squid Up. There was almost no way.
Yeah.
But they played well and we didn't. That was probably the biggest takeaway. We didn't have any kind of like retakes or anything, but we get pretty good mentality, at least. But yeah, you can see like that's Splatoon. If you don't like figure it out fast, then you're gonna lose fast. That's pretty much like the takeaway from that game, at least for me. But yeah, of course it's nice to lose the first game of the grand finals. But more important than that, it's always to keep up like good mentality and not like start getting depressed just because you lost one.
We will see.
Start to think about the worst case scenarios. Well, pretty obvious counter pick, considering how well the Piranha Pit went earlier for us.
Also bringing out the game machine.
So I wonder how different a build is actually with Wadsm. Would be interesting to see his build.
Brian plays a heavy remix.
Dude still picking up the as the support weapon, getting armor very
I dressed up as that SRPG dude. This guy who's playing right now has dressed up as that SRPG dude.
Yeah.
He didn't get past me.
Oh, Lean's there.
Oh my god, Lean. Sliding across the map. I think not a strong start from us, but still very strong as you can see. Echolas from live first to jump back. What do I feel about how the event was run in production? I was happy. Only thing I didn't like was the location. It was worst or second worst travel I ever had to a Splatoon LAN. And that's mostly because it was really like weird location. Like when you get there, it was fine, but before that it was. Oof.
Oh, there's
I don't like taking German trains.
Yeah.
But otherwise, really good event. Like really had a good time. Oh, dang.
And then Lean used armor.
Oh, that makes sense. Like if you're lacking MPU with 96, it's kind of bad because you're gonna miss the 70 benchmark, which means it doesn't. If you don't hit the 70, it's not gonna. Or 68. I'm so bad with numbers, but basically I know you're not gonna like be able to combo with the machine in direct hitbox if you don't have enough MPU. RSL was with subs. Why did Noctis play Cell Champ? I don't know, like I was surprised, but I was like, okay, well, whatever floats your boat, I guess. It makes sense when I was playing Tenda, I think, because I didn't. Otherwise, we were like cheer Cell Champ. I think that's a bit slow too. But now, probably not so necessary. Really good defense by us. Was surprised. This is. Oh, this is the spot for machine that I learned a lot in this tournament. This exit spot, you have such a good cover. You have the block in the middle to cover you from the drops on left. You are like superior at every possible angle you can think of. I'm holding splashdown. If they drop, I just splashdown it. And now it glitches out, but I more or less try to do what I explain, but maybe not with so much success. But still, strong spot for machine, basically.
Oh no.
Hawk gets wiped.
No.
This
Yes.
is bad. There's so much pressure on them right now. Wadsm making sure, painting everything. Nothing is left for Hawk. There's no way they can move right there.
Yeah.
And now they're in trouble again. This is going back and forth.
That's
but
definitely
Hawk
not
is
a
not
yeah.
properly responding to the opportunity.
No, I mostly meant the 70 damage is something that is desirable because, yeah, like you explained, like a lot of stuff deals 30 damage, machine being one of them.
Oh, Lean's got picked out.
Lean, that's big. No armor for them.
Noctis as well.
Trading with Frog.
And there's
Now it's Brian
Is Webom to do strong? No.
the backliners against each other, but none of the teams are really pushing the tower. It's not
Yeah.
like any of them getting anywhere. But
they're even.
Yeah, sorry for the glitches.
match.
Yeah.
But there's still an advantage right there for
Oh, Sendou
Squid up at 3 down on the side.
It was
again.
probably my best machine game. Not far off at least.
Oh, he got Frog with a fizzy bomb. Nice.
Just having fizzy bomb and chill.
Wants to kill him. Also sees Dude putting up more bombs up there. Now in the middle fight with Wadsm.
That's the opportunity to push, and that's a checkpoint for sure. Yeah.
Finally, Hawk getting the lead. This is what I've been trying to do for the whole game now, and just a little bit of a
Yeah, but I don't know why I was thinking you need to get the
troublesome for Squid up right now.
Last one.
MPU.
Wadsm looking
Okay, maybe I messed up and I meant
marked up by Brian.
because
Sees him, but what is he gonna do? Brian putting a lot of pressure right
because I was thinking like, okay, you probably want enough MPU to deal 70 anyway because so much steals 30, but maybe machine was one of them. Like I never really look at the numbers actually.
there, but not really any of the teams is getting the full map control.
Like I never really look at
Why it's going back and forth.
how much everything deals. I just kind of like know intuitively
No, they can.
how everything combos more or less. Maybe I pay more attention to the numbers, but yeah.
Tower setting and pick by the Charger. Same.
This is kind of like a tricky question. What should have we done here? Because we are kind of like going all out for this push, but it kind of works out. I feel like we got a bit lucky here.
Oh,
Hawk has had 3 people down.
Noctis got picked out as
There's
well.
2 down for Hawk right now, but there's still a
Yeah, what dude says is right. That you wanna guarantee the
by
a bit over.
Issue situation.
If you wanna hit 70 damage, for example, you wanna go a bit over because you can be guaranteed. But
Nice. 2 for Hawk. Very, very good comeback. 1 point each, very close games, not even getting past.
But yeah, of course, like in a tournament like this, you really don't want to start dropping maps because of the counter pick system. If you start dropping maps, it's gonna be super bad for you. Like you can lose the first map, and then if you have good counter picks, you can kind of like assume you can win your own counter picks, and then you only have to focus on winning one of their counter picks, basically.
His entire tournament's been shining on Surge and Shipyard.
It's insanely strong there. Yes.
It's very good. King 3 Grand Finals.
Rainmaker, Sturgeon, Shipyard.
Alright, try number 2. This time less temp.
Yeah, yeah.
Couple towers on it. Rhyming in a charger. This
Right
is
with
right, but Wadsm with the Slusher Deco. As
Nice.
predicted, the baller is very strong. Noctis.
So like I said, even if I would play this again, like if under tournament would have certain Rainmaker, I wouldn't necessarily play Machine. It's probably just gonna depend on who we play against, but against these guys for sure, Machine was the choice.
Yeah.
None of the teams getting rid of the picks they want.
But that's the important thing, like,
Armor for
if you have hard games in a tournament,
on.
and you're not sure
Pick by Sendou.
Sendou's probably getting picked off by
what went wrong, you need to think about it, and you need to try to come up with some solutions, because double elimination, we play the strongest team twice,
Deco here.
Wadsm fighting.
if we also like among the strongest teams.
He's facing the Stingray too.
Oh.
He's not down yet.
No, not my, I would say my favorite. Like, the problem with counterpicking in general is that people do pick their favorites. That's not really the point of the system. You're supposed to pick whatever you think you can win the most likely on. Which probably is not the same as your favorite map, but or it might be, who knows.
Right last row from Team Hack.
Missed guy on
But yeah, this was kind of like
just falling back. Just playing it safe. My team is near me right now, so there's no reason to stay in there.
not amazing
Trying to push the spinner, but spinner
attempt at pushing by us.
going right to the court of Hawk. He wants to put in a bunch of pressure.
But thanks to Machine, our defense is definitely stronger. Our presence on the snipe is probably stronger.
Pressure from Squid Up, but Squid Up down to Rainmaker.
Like, Tenta is, it can do some stuff for defense for sure, but it's way more situational.
Spot to make a proper pick.
Oh, you got a
Go,
kill on
that's
Sendou.
with the bomb.
Nice.
That's a pretty good pick. Even though if it didn't really did much, it's still losing special and buying more time.
When do you play with Dude?
All he really needed to do. He's feeling a little
Yeah, it would be definitely easy clap if you played with Dude, but
decided, I'm not
originally I couldn't play, and then
armor goes out for Hawk.
when I could play, Dude had already agreed to play with Echo, so that was pretty much it.
Sendou, that's pretty good.
Oh,
Sendou
trying
sees
to-
someone jumping. Is his dude? Can he get him? Yes, he can.
Get
That's
him,
dude
yes.
down on the side of Squid Up, and now Sendou pushing forward. He wants to put under pressure. They're gonna up for pushing the sponge, but no.
Maybe we should have pushed middle more, and I think the right spot is quite weak if the charger's up. It's too easy to get sniped there.
He survived.
He luckily survived it.
Yeah.
Now Wadsm on the top right.
Oh.
Damn, Noctis.
Damn it, can he pick him up?
What is this shark?
Him off.
Goes down. Why were you
Never shark in the middle. Like, imagine if you, I honestly think if you shark, is a shark in the corner. Least likely to get hit on if you're in this corner.
probably be sneaky, but didn't expect Wadsm to sneaky paint that. So good play on Wadsm there. Wadsm now hiding in mid. He sees some people on the left. He sees Noctis. Can he?
Two specials ready for Team Hack.
Noctis using his missiles, and that's why he's
Oh.
downfall. But the missiles were getting off, so that's a lot.
And the baller.
Baller going off on the side of Squid Up. Wadsm does
Oh.
go down to Lean, fighting
Yeah.
Dude right now, and he probably is not going to win the fight. Looking at the range, it's only a
Oh, this is staying alive a long time.
position in range.
Oh,
Lean
Von
goes
Lane
down to Dude.
defeated.
It's kind of hard to tell from this
Another pick.
angle what's going on.
Can he do something?
Can he do more? Can they push further than 52? Of course, you want the knockout.
Yeah.
Even if they have the lead, it's early game. Or early
Oh,
I guess you can see the strength of 96 here again, because again, Dude is doing some stuff here with 96.
And Noctis
It's
goes
I think it's
well.
like this corridor is really good for 96. Just really
Yeah.
Good play on Sendou.
really good distances for it.
From Sendou. Surfing a lot, pushing everyone away.
Oh,
Got a
and got the
nice,
kill on
very good
Frog.
pick on Frog. Sendou pushing
Awesome.
in.
This is where we get
Forward surf, bomb
the winning bush, maybe.
is exposed 3 times. Just a little surf. Wadsm is kind of being forced.
This is also a nice spot for Machine for trying to fizz.
They're trying to get armor, but not really much turf to get anymore. Missiles are going out on the side of Hawk. That's a lot more turf pressure.
Squid Up with a small lead here. And 1 minute.
More frame drop there, but
1 minute left is enough time for Hawk to get a lead.
Oh,
And they're
oh.
gonna
basically
This could be the opportunity. That's
we made a good push.
opportunity that Hawk needed. Getting it to 34, putting in a lot of
There we all got down, but like 34, that's pretty good normal.
Echo is kind of
I was happy with the push.
sitting at the pick.
1 minute left, so you don't know they're not gonna have so many attempts at pushing. You only need to get a few picks and you basically win the game. So I was feeling pretty good about that push already at that point.
for Team Hack.
Echo looking
They have good map control still, they can push too fast. Like, I like playing Machine when I can just stay back. Like, I just play Fizzy, and when they push, I take some free kills. Like, it's pretty relaxed.
Oh, he got picked up by Brian.
Yeah, these were hype matches. Like,
So go away.
so maybe that's the good part about. Like, sometimes you can like really arrange the team that destroys everyone, but maybe that's a bit boring too. And but of course, I'm only saying this because we won. If we hadn't won, I wouldn't say this. Then I would say, let's get the OP team destroy everyone.
Wadsm with the ball in the mid.
My fingers hurt. Not actually, surprisingly.
He grabbed it. Oh, and that's game.
But yeah, like we just didn't lose the control anymore there. So like I said, I felt good about it. We did a nice push, had nice control. 1 minute left, like not much to be afraid of. Yeah, this was probably the first time I'm playing Dude in tournament. LAN, I mean. I'm pretty sure. Maybe if Dude is in the chat, he can correct me, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. Mostly playing with Dude. Yeah, I get you, Ninja. That makes a lot of sense.
Brian had a really good game here. Absolutely. On our next mode will be Clan Blitz, and we're waiting.
Oh yeah, true. Beacon.
We'll pick. Yeah, that's
Right.
Okay, so we are
Yeah.
game 4 here. Clan Blitz Muscle for Tritons in the grand finals. Wadsm with the ink brush. Wadsm with the ink brush. I'm really excited to see this.
Wadsm has been playing ink brush so far every single Clemens match
Yeah.
because he knows
So
playing as a brush
this is the only map that was both their counterpick and our counterpick.
fast ballers and
And when they picked this map, I wasn't like excited because I knew what was gonna come.
split up right now in their case a very good call.
And he
Because
can
And
easily run
I'd
across
say this wasn't like
especially on muscle
this was pretty like mediocre game by us.
Yeah.
lockers with the trends
But at the same time, it wasn't like crazy horrible. It was just a bit discoordinated again.
for him to run around and he can just
Oh, 2 down on the side of Hack. 2 down.
Hack just lost 2 players.
Yeah.
Wadsm being chased by Sendou.
Oh, Sendou got Echo.
So basically, I get
Big Brian in the spawn.
I get some like weird things going on in this game. Not sure how useful they were at all times, but
Big. Okay, power clam. Brian forced out. Very good wheel bomb and
And that's the first push of Team Squid Up.
greatly on the fact that there's a wheel bomb. I do feel
so this is kind of like what I'm trying to do a lot of the time. Is that even if they're pushing, I still try to push up and
side of Squid
get mid control. Maybe start pushing already.
power
Yeah.
clam.
Lamblets, you gotta be fast too sometimes, as all modes of course. But here, the guy in the middle, like 1v1 in the brush, I can't really kill brush consistently to be honest.
That's insane. That's so many points.
I can't really get that much going on here. Now Mark with the
Not letting it push in. Hawk loses 2 players. 3.
with like the
Last one, Sendou. Oh, he goes for it. He goes for
Why
it.
would you do that, Sendou?
football. Okay, this is the weird situation.
Maybe to distract
So I stay alive for a long time here, at least I'll remember it.
Oh, he
I get pick on Echo.
got one clam. He got it.
And he took
Nice
the
I-
lead.
done, Sendou.
I got like surprising amount of clams in here, but at the same time we couldn't really like follow up from there. Like we were still like pretty discoordinated.
It's pretty good.
Some frame drops from the stream, I guess.
Already in pushing with multiple power clams. You kind
Yeah,
of
that's,
But-
that's the lead for Squid Up, definitely.
Basically what happened there is that I got a few more clams in, and then I died.
Morning.
Morning.
of course they can
Hey, or it's like 26 months.
so 40 points for Squid Up and now Hawk is
Oh yeah? Creamy, I don't remember.
more than half of the match left, so anything can still happen.
But yeah, with Tenda sometimes you can do some incredible solo stuff, but it doesn't really like, this game isn't really like,
Main Slayer is
doesn't matter how well I do solo in Columbus, especially you need to get some
Barely
backup.
survived there.
You need to play with the team, I mean.
trying to hold mid as much as
Oh,
he can.
oh,
Wadsm
Wadsm sneaking in.
This brush, like I just don't like brush at all.
again.
That's a good
Happening
lead.
to defense. How
It's funny, I'm doing every defense from the same direction. I didn't see it fail yet.
another ball already. He gets ballers in like
This is
1
definitely a strong weapon for defense.
brush with a bunch of charge up. It's kind
Yeah.
of predictable. 2 power clams on the side of Hawk right now, and now they're in a lot of trouble because it's only what 2 power clams and
Yeah.
3 normal clams
Damn.
away.
Yeah.
That is not much.
Nice kill by dude.
And seeing how sneakily Wadsm keeps on
But then again, Hammer is kind of like, I don't know, a lot of the time I still expect to die eventually.
But they have 2 minutes left to
Sometimes I kind of like, sometimes I pop it when I'm already like about to die anyway. I'm just doing like one last thing because I know even if I die with Hammer, I'm gonna have it anyway.
Brian with the baller. Brian opting to walk
And sometimes I can like even try to like, okay, let's just try to get a kill. Maybe if I die, it's not a big thing. I don't not sure about that situation though. Like I didn't really see when I used the hammer.
Once, dude.
Lethal and the jump, right? It could have
Dude
been
got
a
two
shot.
nice kills there.
Two very important picks from Duke.
Yeah,
Found to knock
big
out.
picks by
Not
Mr.
only
Good here.
saved, but are they enough to push in?
Again, we are
The opportunity to
only 2 alive here. Could have been better push otherwise, but
From Echo's minigun, and they
Yeah,
got
two
power
clams in.
slams in, but
still, I think this is still the right move because we got so many points off this one push here. But then we're playing 2v4 too much. Basically, first me and Noctis there and we die, and then these guys are playing 2v4 like Lean and Brian.
push in order to get some bit more points and maybe to push Squid Up back a little bit. Because
Two more power clams now and they have to leave.
Squid Up is kind of putting them back in his farm. Sending over the hammer. Can he get Echo? The answer is no. Echo runs away.
Brian drops
Still
brother.
trying to chase him, misses the throw. But Echo being equipped with the power clam.
Oh.
Echo
Oh, man.
falls to
D10.
Sendou. Can Sendou get another? No.
Nah.
Frog ends up taking out Sendou. No more kills.
Yeah, I
for
can't
Duke.
beat it.
Frog hitting in the middle and waiting.
I'm surprised how often I'm the frontmost player.
Get another push going.
But it's probably like because we have the L3. I think he's baiting for baller a lot too.
Oh, he missed.
He missed the power
He
clam.
missed. But Wadsm is there. Wadsm is there. Maybe he can sneak in.
Wadsm is there. Can he kill Brian?
Oh, he sneaks in.
can.
He made it.
Just
He
three more
made
clams.
it.
Wadsm, what a play. And can he get the knockout? That's one. That's two.
That's pretty clear misplay by us. This is no watching the left for a period.
For Hawk to do something. The baller is on their side. Can
Like for some reason Brian is
Noctis a little
switches to look at the middle
the basket is
instead of looking the left, which we normally the rollout we had was Brian was like watching the left side and then basically the rest of watching middle and then we rotate if we had to. But there he was sharking there
gonna make it. Yes, he is.
and we didn't really
Got the overtime. But
Lean has to get
unfortunately,
we just didn't coordinate it.
Noctis trying his best.
So like normally Brian doesn't really do anything without the reasons. There's probably a reason why he was watching middle there, but that's probably like was pretty bad for us for sure.
Going to Squid out a very, very nice brush from
and
Wadsm.
yeah,
But yeah, like I'm not surprised to lose it at all. This was not a good map for us.
Definitely I have to do sneak in power clams over and over and over again, so that Squid Up could not get any, or that Hawk could not get any points.
awesome.
Very good counter pick.
Yeah, I don't know why the camera is stretched.
Oh, okay. We have split section.
I wanna appear wide.
Fine and Sendou and Noctis.
So this is interesting counter pick from us. I wasn't so sure about this,
Yes, you need to play on this map.
but I think Cylinder in general, if you good at Cylinder of you, it's probably a good counter pick because it's so different map. So many people don't know how to play it.
Something they expected to happen, that they had to play on Schellendorf. I don't think they prepared for it properly. Well, they figured something out.
But yeah, when they suggested Cylinder, I was a bit hesitant. Like I wasn't sure if you should play Cylinder.
Or maybe.
But it's one of those maps I don't think anyone's like super hyped about to play. Like, let's go, let's play Cylinder,
Very confident.
favorite.
That's awesome.
But if you beat better than average on it, it's probably a good counter pick for you. And with Tenta, I guess probably makes sense for us.
Hawk, of course.
2 points each. Game 5.
I think
Grand
the stronger
final.
player, I think the interesting players, of course, here are going to be the back.
Well, no, I not really that. I don't claim to understand this map so well.
They keep the top pressure on. Brian opting for the charger. Same with Echo, both running the Stingray. Oh, I'm sorry, they're both running the Fire Fin, which means they have the bomb rush.
And Wadsm with the ink brush again.
Wadsm still keeping the inbrush.
Yeah.
I can sort of see why, but
He really wants to know it.
I really want to know what the strategy is behind it, because I think it's a strategy I haven't seen before. Hawk quickly getting the zone.
So here, I think my opening is successful. Like,
Down to the
I can
brush.
push directly behind them, but then we lose the 3v3 in the middle, which is fortunate. That's like the only bad thing from us this game.
Yeah. And got a nice pick on Lean.
That's not like very wannabe really. Like the way he snipes Lean there, that's just way too exposed for no reason. But Junior used to stay on ground the whole game.
Yeah, that's awesome.
There he got a nice snipe on me as well. That's first one to get for hold.
And
Yeah, he got a nice kill on me.
successful here.
The thing is that the window he has to get a kill on me is pretty tight. It's like you can see me get there twice after that
The last one.
because he doesn't have that much time to snipe me. I guess yeah, I just got it right away when I can.
Sendou is trying to push up on the roof again since he's kind of want to force the charger off. Noctis there with him as well. Sees the baller. The baller doesn't really want the baller. Can he survive the baller? Yes, he can.
Yeah.
Can he get the pick too? No.
Oh,
I'm so afraid it's gonna destroy me here. But yeah, this is like the spot I wanna be in.
again.
Now Sendou has to fight. Who is this? Is it the charger? No, it's the 96. Wadsm Sendou is now fighting Dude.
Actually,
Oh, but
actually the revision I used to hammer was I expected to do the Sark there. I don't know, it felt like a dude thing to do. And I guess hammer has a bit more circle than just shooting.
Oh, no.
But I think my teammates are doing some good stuff here as well. Echo also doing some stuff here for sure. But one thing that Brian said was that he was surprised Frog was spending so much time on the class here. But I see we had the same thing with Lean, so
Wadsm again.
I really think the class is kind of like, on your class he's just like very early there, like Charger is there, but that's it. It's too exposed for the Charger to get killed. But yeah, you can see, hello, here I come again.
Yeah.
Like he uses the bombers there. The good thing is that that's not the bombers they want. So once again, like another good part about Tenta is the forging of the specials, and that's a really good real life example. Like we
Oh, take up
we deny one zone retake there basically, because if he gets the perfect bombers, they basically cap for free.
Okay. No.
So I couldn't really hold out the top right side as long as I would have liked, but at least forging the bombers there was really impactful in my opinion. But also I feel like Brian and Noctis had good games too.
Yeah.
Just like maybe like overall good stuff.
But I'm pretty sure Squid Up has a saying in this, and they definitely want to break it. Okay, sloshing. Okay.
So
Yeah, the case sloshing again from Wadsm.
I said before the game the strat is not to that dude get a quad.
Yeah.
Although I guess honestly this map is so bad in my opinion. So is the KO.
And quick armor from Dude here.
Ooh, that was actually a spicy double at the start. So start was really good. Echo's probably gonna have to jump back here, right? So we get a very fast first sec point. Like a jump in, we get really fast first sec point.
Yeah. Oh, that's the counter ray.
I was actually expecting to die there. But when you get here with machine, it's like, well, time to have a party.
Three down on the side of Hank.
Whose sprinkler was that?
Last one's Noctis, but he retreats and tries
And
to
nine.
hit.
The thing is, they still got the first checkpoint.
Yeah.
And the first
But it's definitely a better game machine game than the first one.
defended from above.
But if I said it was best of 15, I would fall asleep. Best of 9 in Luti is like the absolute max. But yeah, the contrast from the Sturgeon TC from earlier is pretty drastic. But yeah, we're having pretty good frontline stuff going on in this game.
And they use armor now.
Echo looking for a fight. He has to pick someone right now. Stingray going out from Brian and Echo countering the raid.
Stingray 1v1,
The two downers out of Squid have only
8
one
frame
down.
drops.
But they got the second checkpoint.
But yeah, I think he was like Stingraying Brian there.
Hawk, the second checkpoint has been taken. No
Yeah.
more checkpoints left for Hawk, and they're still pushing.
Honestly, it's incredible how easy this map is to like KO. I don't think it's a good map.
That's game.
I don't think that's good. But yeah, it's just like very opposite. We did the same thing they did to us before. Like you just need to get a couple good kills and you KO, in my opinion. Coincidence or not, this was the map that Rogue lost in the finals. Only map that Rogue lost last weekend. I don't think it's coincidence, I think it's not a good map. Not a good map because Rogue lost, but not a good map because the KO potential is too big. Or any pop-offs? I wasn't popping off at least. I very rarely pop off. I only popped off when we won against the Japanese team last year in Germany. But yeah, that's pretty good stuff from us. It was fun set to play. I was very nervous, but I think we practiced a lot. Like I'm not gonna like we practiced a lot, and I felt like we managed to patch up a lot of the mistakes we did along the way. It was nice to see that we carried over in the tournament. Like if we hadn't practiced, I'm sure we would have not won. Like, I think they were like a really good opponent. But yeah, I think I'm gonna stop it here.